Hey, look out. It's Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe. Look who's sitting there with them cool glasses on.
Hey, everybody.
Wow. I wear my sunglasses at night, but obviously David Glenn wears his glasses in the daytime.
His hipster glasses, yes.
David is the worship pastor at Fellowship Bible Church in Roswell. David, what's on your shirt? It says, "My love something."
It says, "My love language is sarcasm."
I love it.
Wow.
I love it. I've
That's
got to have that shirt.
Gift, isn't it? Isn't that a spiritual gift?
It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dan and I wanted to get back with you and see how everything's going. I remember now the last interview we did with you there, that background that looks so cool. Have you had a lot of compliments on that?
Yeah, several. Yeah. They want to know where am I at? Is it at my home? Am I in a coffee house? But it's actually my music room at home.
Wow. So you made that wall all by yourself?
I built that. A friend helped me. So for probably 2 months, we just collected pallets all over wherever they were available. And I even had friends on the lookout. They would call me, "Hey, a house was just built and there's like 20 pallets in the street." And they're going out with the trash. So I picked up all these pallets and started to deconstruct all of them. And then a friend came over and helped me assemble them on the wall.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want a wall like that, David will build it for you. Call 404-995-7300.
He's starting a show on HGTV as well now called Musician House People.
Yeah, and operators are standing by, so call now.
Yeah.
And you get a CD with every order.
Yeah.
Hey, David, are you guys totally having church in the building, or is it still kind of half and half, or what?
Well, we're kind of in a transition. We're in phase 1 of transition. So, of course, for like 3 months, we recorded the services and then aired them on the website and Facebook on Sunday mornings at 11. For the past 2 weeks, we've actually been in the building, just the worship and tech teams. And then Pastor Crawford comes in to speak on Sunday morning. This Sunday, we'll have staff will be invited. And then the last Sunday in July will be staff and all the volunteers. And basically what we're doing is trying to learn the new normal and all the logistics that are going to be taking place in July, because the first Sunday in July, we're going to be open to 200 people per service. Social distancing will be required. And so we're just trying to work through all of the logistics to make sure it's a real smooth transition as people start to come back in July.
Man, and it's kind of different getting used to a new normal like that, where you can't just cram people in and ask people to scoot together to make more room for other people. It's different, isn't it?
Right. It's totally opposite. But before it was like, hey, there's people in the back, they need a seat. Everybody squeeze in and make room. And now it's like, hey, everybody spread out and give everybody extra room, right? Yeah. So it's totally different now.
Yeah. It's like telling your kids in the back, don't cross that line of the back seat. Do not touch the person next to you.
Right. So the plan for Fellowship, we are July. We will be having 2 services, and we'll be allowing 200 people in the building per service. And then if everything goes smoothly, and if we kind of get through this whole Corona thing, August the 1st, we will be back to full programming, student ministry, children's ministry, nursery, all the services. And so that's the goal. But the word is pivot. If depending on what's going on, if something changes, if there's a major spike and we need to pivot, we're all aware of that. But we have to have a plan in place, and that's currently the plan.
Yeah.
Are you pretty excited about, let's just say that August, everything's good and everybody comes back? It'll change the dynamic a bit, right? Having people there.
Yes.
And I know you guys worship, even if it's you guys in a room somewhere, but with people added, that just brings something out, right?
Oh man, it's the energy of the people and just the hearts of the people worshiping the Lord. Because really, as a worship leader, you're leading people to sing to the Lord. So just that energy and that just family dynamic of people joining their voices together, worshiping the Lord, is just so powerful. And it's been an adjustment for us to really lead worship to an empty room. But we know that the church is not the four walls. The church is seeing it online and they're in their homes. So we've had to have that visual in our mindset to understand what they're experiencing when they see what we're doing. So it's worked well so far, and praise God. I think all the churches in Atlanta and all over the country who have been streaming services, it's been amazing, because I heard someone say that during this time, the gospel has reached more people online than any time in history.
I believe
So I think that's pretty amazing statistic. You know, God's using this for definitely to spread the gospel and reach people. So it's amazing.
We're talking to David Glenn. David, you and I were talking before we went on about you and Mark Lee from Third Day had some plans to do some more shows, and obviously COVID got in the way of that. But you guys were able to do a show online from a place that we love, Crazy Love Coffee House. Talk about how that went.
Yeah, that was great. So we had the idea. There were several churches who had already scheduled us to be at their church, and then COVID happened. So we were thinking of a way, how can we do a concert for them remotely? And so the idea was, hey, let's film this. Let's bring in a camera crew. Let's find kind of a fun venue where we can practice social distancing. And our friends at Crazy Love, we reached out to them and told them the vision of what we wanted to do. And they said, absolutely. They came and opened the doors and said, you know, use the facility, anything you need, we're here to support you. And so we were there. We took in a video crew and just Mark and I. And it was basically, we did exactly what we would do if we came to your church. It was just two guys who love the Lord, two acoustic guitars, singer-songwriters. And there was a little bit of fun kind of banter between the two of us, and just some fun conversation about how this whole shutdown has affected us and our family life, and just kind of keeping it real and having those conversations. So it was really fun. And we did it through Eventbrite. So we had a lot of people. It was kind of a ticketed event. And then, so that was fun. And one of the really special parts of it, we had a special Zoom with a lot of the people who came to the concert afterwards. I think it was like a VIP kind of thing. And then, so we had about 35 people, and we Zoomed, and we had a moderator, and we just kind of took questions and kind of hung out with people and just talked about, you know, everything that's going on. It was a real special time. It was fun.
Very cool.
Fun.
Yeah, it was cool.
David Glenn, David, now I know you've got, you're going to do a song or two for us. Now, you just released the children's album. I think it was the first of the year, right?
Right. So the children's album, I had a CD, believe it or not. And yes, we still make CDs.
People still play CDs? I didn't know you could do that.
But anyway, so it was kind of like an EP, like a short run. It just had a few children's songs on it. But we're actually getting ready to release it online with additional songs added to it. So it's going to be a full-length children's project of all these kids' songs. And so when we were doing the Christmas tour, we pressed some CDs just to have some product there to share with people. And so we sat on it. We did a few more songs, and now we're going to release it, and thought it'd be kind of a fun way to kind of in the summertime, just to kind of share, especially with people still kind of at home right now, something fun that the kids can have to do to sing along. And we're going to have videos that go along with the songs and that kind of thing. So I'm really excited about this little kids project. It's fun.
Well, let's hear something from it, man.
Yeah. Well, I got something that's going to happen right now that's never happened before.
Uh-oh.
Whoa,
look at those little. Oh,
isn't that precious?
It's so cute.
Somebody put their guitar in the dryer.
My daughter, she calls it Daddy's little guitar.
This baby guitar.
I don't know if you guys can hear this or not. It's not mic or anything.
Yeah, it sounds good.
But man, this is just a fun song. I've played it before. It's called "Going to the Park with Daddy." And so, in our family dynamic, my wife is just a super mom, and I look for ways to try to take the pressure off of her sometimes. So one of the fun things we do, I just get all the kids in the car and say, come on, you're going to the park with Daddy. Mm-hmm. And we're going to let Mama have a little bit of time. So this is a little ditty called Going to the Park with Daddy. Here we go. We're going to the park with Daddy. We're going to the park today. We're going to the park with Daddy, and I can't wait to play. Here we go. We're gonna swing so high up in the sky, we're gonna dip our toe in the clouds. And when we're there, no inside voice, we're gonna scream really loud. Yeah. We're going to the park with Daddy. We're going to the park today. We're going to the park with Daddy, and I can't wait to play. Here we go. We're gonna feed the ducks down by the pond. We're gonna go down the slide and play. And if you're good on the way home, we'll get an ice cream cone at the Chick-fil-A. You know you like that Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to the park with Daddy. We're going to the park today. We're going to the park with Daddy, and I can't wait to play. We're gonna swing so high up in the sky, we're gonna dip our toe in the clouds. And if you're good on the way home, we'll get an ice cream cone at the Chick-fil-A. We're going to the park with Daddy. We're going to the park today. We're going to the park with Daddy, and I can't wait to play. Yes, I can't wait to play. I can't wait to play.
Love it.
That is awesome. Now, do you have a new COVID? Do you have a new COVID version where you have to put the mask on before you go play? Or
well, if we're outside, I think
okay, then it's okay. You're right. Okay.
David Glenn.
That was fun.
David Glenn, that's one of the songs on his new children's CD. And you said it's going to be what, on a streaming service? Is that what you said pretty soon?
Well, yeah, it's going to be released on all the social platforms, I guess or digital platforms like iTunes and Spotify, and that'll be next week. So it'll all be out there.
Very cool.
Hey, follow David at davidglenn.com and on the Facebook, David Glenn there, and he's got good stuff. I mean, all his stuff is good, and check him out online there at Fellowship Bible Church. And looking forward to all of us getting together in studio and hearing more stuff, David.
And I can't wait. We can have a cup of coffee together and do the elbow. It's going to be wonderful.
Bring some pallets so we can make a wood wall and everything. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't forget, if you need that wall built, David's in at 404-995. Operators are standing by. Hey, David, we got to take a break. We love you. Appreciate you.
Hey, man, you too.
We'll be back. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
This is Faith Talk Live.